I'm here by special appearance by coactus
And what's your name?
cinnamon. Well, I still do not consent to these proceedings. Well, I never had a driver's license, so I still don't consent.
All right, guys, this is absolutely wild. We're witnessing history in the making. A sovereign citizen actually ditched the usual nonsense script and, for the first time ever, made a rational decision using what might have been their last two functioning brain cells. I know I'm just as shocked as you are. This could very well be the first time in sovereign citizen history that one of them finally realized that battling the legal system with Facebook memes and conspiracy theories just doesn't work. But here's the real question. Is this genuine growth? Or is she just pretending to cooperate so she doesn't end up behind bars? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because moments like this are rare. Let's break it all down.
275. Count 1, no plate on a trailer. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, drive while license suspended. Appearance for the record, starting with, I don't think counsel is represented in this matter. So Ms. Woodford, state your name for the record, please.
I'm here by special appearance by coactus
And what's your name?
cinnamon.
Last name too.
Woodford.
All right, ma'am. Now, you know you have the right to have an attorney in this particular matter. This is a misdemeanor matter. And by right under the law, you have the right to have a representative in the form of an attorney for this particular matter. Would you like to have an attorney in this matter?
I do not consent to these proceedings. The offer is not accepted. I do not consent to being surety of this case and proceedings. I demand the bond be brought forth immediately so I can see who will indemnify me if I'm damaged.
Okay, so the question that I asked is that, did you want to have an attorney provided for you in this particular matter, Ms. Workford?
I do not consent to these proceedings. The offer is not accepted. I do not consent to being surety of this case and proceedings. I demand the bond be immediately brought forth so I can see who will indemnify me if I'm damaged.
Ms. Workford, you're quoting from civil, well, not even civil procedure. Right now, you're quoting from the UCC. This is a criminal/traffic matter. So those proceedings govern these type of cases and these type of matters.
What crime did I commit?
Ms. Workford, if you do not wish to participate, then what ends up happening is that this matter will go into a show cause. After the show cause, then it will enter into what's called a bench warrant for your arrest until you handle this matter, at least the misdemeanors. And these are all misdemeanor offenses. So that's how this is handled on this particular end and this particular point. The offenses that have been alleged at this point in time is that there were no plates on your trailer, that there was no insurance on a Chevy vehicle, that's a 2007 Chevy vehicle, and that the driver's license was suspended that you had. And so those are the offenses that have been alleged at this point in time. Right now, they are just allegations. So you have the right to have an attorney, which I don't know if you would like to have that right or not. You have the right to have a jury trial. You have the right to have a bench trial. A jury trial is a trial before 6 people of the community in the city of Detroit who come and they will hear the facts, and based on the evidence and based on the law will make a decision. A bench trial is the same thing, only a judge, being myself, would sit there and I would hear those same facts and evidence and apply the same law in the same way. You also have the right to plead to these matters. There can be an offer.
If she didn't come here to enter a plea, then what was even the point of showing up? Just to catch a vibe? I swear, these sovereign citizens are on a whole other level of delusional. They really think if they string together the right combo of nonsense words, the judge is suddenly going to go, "Oh, wow, my mistake. Case dismissed." Like what? That's not how the law works. The courtroom runs on actual legal codes, not some fantasy Facebook version of the Constitution. And based on how this hearing is going so far, I don't see things ending well for her. Honestly, the judge is being incredibly patient, way more patient than I would be, just calmly waiting for her to say anything that resembles a coherent legal argument. So let's dive back in and see if she finally wakes up to reality or keeps digging herself deeper into the rabbit hole.
Your choices. So it's up to you. It's a decision that you have to make. It's not going to go away. Okay. Just because you want it to go away, it's not going to go away. There is jurisdiction for it. So it's your decision on today. If you don't want to participate, then it's going to go into show cause because you can keep coming and it's just going to hang out there. But eventually we're going to have to adjudicate this matter at some point in time because it cannot remain on this docket indefinitely. So you have to make some decisions as to what you would like to do with these matters.
Well, I still do not consent to these proceedings.
Okay. So if you do not want to participate, I'm going to be forced to put it into what's called a warrant. You have to participate. So you have to come in and ready to go with something. I know you may not like it, but as a person who is a citizen of the United States of America, who is a person who lives in Michigan and is utilizing the services of our world and our community, these are the things that have been alleged. Now, if you're saying that the officer wasn't, correct in those or something, your license was valid or you had car insurance and you can present all of that, then we can try and figure out if we can get a new offer or something different. But other than that, you do have to stand for these particular allegations that have been made at this point in time.
Well, I never had a driver's license, so I still don't consent to any of these proceedings. So, I mean, I still don't consent to these proceedings. The offer is not accepted. So,
ma'am, you can stop reading that. I know they've given you a line cue that you are able to read off of, but this is as long as you utilize the services of everything in the city of Detroit and you fail to do those things, this is the ticket that proceeds. But I don't know that you failed. You said you don't have a license, but did you have car insurance at that time that you can present?
no.
Was it a trailer on the back of the vehicle?
Judge, I'm sorry. I know I'm not on this case, but if I could file an amicus brief of sort. Judge, I'm a little uneasy with, this is Matthew Dupree, P80132. I'm a little uneasy with the questioning here just because technically if this matter were set for trial, what she says here could be used against her. And so I'm not sure she should necessarily be answering those questions.
You want your representation, Mr. Dupree?
She did not, Judge.
Did you ask her if she wanted your representation?
I did, Your Honor.
Did the court ask her if she wanted her representation?
You did, Your Honor.
You can continue to talk, Mr. Dupree. I appreciate you stepping in on her behalf.
I appreciate that, Judge. Your Honor, I'm just I just thought I would make that representation. I don't think the city attorney would actually pull the transcripts, but it is worth noting that anything she said here, could come back. So it might, I'm not sure that necessarily that questioning would be appropriate. Sorry, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Dupree. I appreciate you coming in to step to the rescue of Miss Woodard so that she understands.
It's Woodford.
Woodford. Sorry, ma'am. Miss Woodford. Miss Woodford?
Mm-hmm.
We have to make a decision. So how do you want to move?
I honestly have no idea why that attorney even bothered stepping in. Because if I were him, I'd just let her crash and burn. She's been nothing but arrogant and smug this entire time. And at this point, it feels like she wants to end up in jail. It's like she's speed running her way to contempt charges. And the wildest part? She literally incriminated herself right at the start of the hearing. Just handed the prosecution everything they needed on a silver platter. And still, here comes this attorney trying to save her from herself. Like, why? You just know she's going to turn around and start arguing with him too. That's the thing with sovereign citizens. They always think they're the smartest person in the room, when in reality, they're just making it so much easier for the judge to rule against them. But hey, the attorney's doing his job, and I've got to respect that. I just know I wouldn't have the patience. What do you guys think? Would you have stepped in, or just let her face the consequences?
Making that determination for me, ma'am?
You have to have a bench or a jury trial. You told me you don't want to plead. That's fine. You probably should have a jury trial then. And I don't have any jury trials for this year.
Are you making that determination for me, ma'am?
If you don't make the determination, yes, the court is making the determination for you. Yes, because I have to move it. I have to move it. So it's either Attorney Dupree, can I have a bench trial now? I don't want to violate anything.
No, Judge, she has to explicitly waive her right to a jury trial, and strictly speaking, she has to do it in writing. So I would say if she's saying she will not plead, that would be standing mute, and I think the court would have to set it for a jury trial.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I had a very bad power surge.
I figured as much. So no, back on the record, I figured that it happened because you kind of froze up, and my clerk informed me that you froze completely. So
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm setting this for a jury trial because the alternate is that I can put this in warrant status, and I don't want to do that unless I necessarily have to. So at that point in time, you can be able to have your day in court. Just say whatever you want to say at that point in time.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to, but I have to do a pre-trial because I don't have any dates right now. But I have your name down. But that will give you the opportunity. You'll be able to talk to the jurors. You will have the opportunity to have testimony taken. I know you don't want counsel, but you can have the right to have counsel at that point in time. Would you like to have me assign counsel to you?
I need a fact.
Oh my gosh. I have never seen anything like this before. We actually need to celebrate this moment, guys. This is historic. For real, I have never seen a sovereign citizen willingly accept free counsel. Like, did she just break the sacred, unspoken code of the sovereign citizen cult? Because there's no way she's not getting kicked out of the Facebook group for this. But seriously, this right here should be a wake-up call for every other sovereign citizen out there. Just take the free counsel. The court literally provides you an attorney, so you don't end up embarrassing yourself and saying something that fast-tracks you straight to jail. It's like being handed a free cheat sheet for a test, and somehow, most of them still manage to fail. But not her. You got to give her credit for that. She actually made a smart decision for once. Now I need to see how this plays out. Let's jump in and see if having real legal help actually gets her out of the mess she's made for herself. Let's dive in.
Cheyenne Warford. This is ticket number P1217275. Count 1, no plates or trailer. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, drove while license suspended. Also calling ticket number SP11022272. This is no proof of insurance. Count 1 of that same ticket is no receipt of registration. This is the date and time set for a bench trial in this matter. Appearances for the record, starting with Attorney Baughman, please.
Good morning, Harry Baughman for the defendant. Your name, please, ma'am.
Senator Woodford.
Thank you, Ms. Woodford. These matters are set for trial. I do not believe there's been an officer who has checked in with the people being unprepared now at 11 a.m. approximately. At the case is set for 9, we'd ask you to consider a motion to dismiss here without prejudice. Thank you.
No officer having checked in on any of these matters, the court is going to grant your request. I'm going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. You're all set, Ms. Woodford. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good rest of your day, okay?
In all seriousness, I'm actually kind of proud of her for taking the free counsel. It really is that simple. Just accept the help instead of turning the courtroom into a circus and making a fool of yourself, especially over a minor traffic violation. There's absolutely no reason to drag it into a jury trial just to make some pointless stand at. Let's be honest, never works. Like, ever. Sovereign citizens always think they're outsmarting the system, but all they're really doing is making their own lives more difficult. At least this one seemed to wise up before things got worse. But what do you guys think? Did she actually learn something here? Or is she going to be back in court next month with the same nonsense? I mean, she did seem kind of genuine at the end. She even told the judge to have a nice day, so maybe she really did learn her lesson this time. Then again, the bar is so low with these people that even basic human decency feels like a win. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I post every single day, so stay tuned. I appreciate you all for watching. Take care.